What's up, YouTube? And in this video I'm going to be teaching you the Tunisian crochet. So for this pattern you can chain any number you want, but don't chain too long depending on your hook size, because all the loops have to be able to fit onto your hook. So you may need to go and buy a special hook, which I'll leave a link in the description to a special hook kit if you do end up enjoying this. But for this video you can just follow the pattern I'm doing, which will chain out 9 and we'll go up 7 rows, which is another part of this pattern. You go up like 2 less rows than the amount that you chained. So if you chained out 11, you would go up 9 rows and so on. So chain out 9 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now you'll skip this 9th one that you did and you'll insert into the 2nd loop from the hook or chain, and you'll pull up a loop, make it a little bit bigger, and then you're not going to go and do a single crochet or any sort of stitch. You're just going to insert your hook into the next one and pull up another loop, and you're just going to keep doing that along the entire chain. So just keep inserting loops or your hook into the chains and pulling up a loop all the way along. And there we go, down all of it. And now for this first one, on the first ones you make, depending on if you are doing a join as you go, which I'm not showing you in this tutorial. Also can show that in a different video, but for this video I'll just show you how you do the style of crocheting, and then I'll finish this little row of 7 with you here, and I would show you how you could start your next ones either as a join as you go if you wanted, or you can finish the project off and start it how you join the other ones regularly instead, which I think I'll show you how to do that, where you just end this one and you would start another one after it. So, but on these first ones that you're doing, you always want to pull through one first here on this one, because you need to make this the corner edge here. And now you can pull through 2 loops each time you're going back. So just on this first one, the first set of 3 you're making, or however many, if you're doing the join as you go method, you would keep doing it like this for as long as the height up that you want this one to go, which is really the width of the project when you're doing it this way, even though the chains make the width. But however many you do for your first section of them, if you were doing the join as you go, because the join as you go, you just keep going up each one. But if you're doing the other one where you finish off each one and you join and you start the next one on one of the corners of this one, and you can do it that way, but the only way I know so far is the join as you go. So I guess I'll just show you that one actually. So yeah, you just pull through 2 of them all at the same time here until you get to the end. Just keep pulling through 2. And there you go, that's the first row of your Tunisian crochet. And now we're just gonna go back over and we're gonna do the same sort of thing, but instead of inserting into the top here, you're gonna be inserting into these front bars right. Let me grab this to show you a little easier. These are the bars you'll be inserting your hook into along the entire thing, and then pulling up a loop. These front bars, not these back ones here. You got back bars too you could be going into, but for this style of it, the Tunisian simple stitch, we insert it into the front bars and pull up a loop. So you just insert it, and you don't go into this one here, this one doesn't count. So you insert it into this one and pull up the loop. made us do that along. Just insert into the front bars of each one along until you get to the last one where you have to insert it into 2 places. So this is the last one right here. It's a little tricky to see, but for this one, would be the front bar right here. You can sort of tell, but you also got to insert into this back bump of the bar sorta, and pull up a loop through that part. And again, like before, you pull through 1 first, and now you start pulling through 2 of them at a time. Alright, and yeah, that's how you pretty much do this along the entire thing. For your 7 rows, that was 1 row there, so this next row you're about to work will be 2, and the next one after that will be 3, so do 7 rows, and after you do that, come back to the video, and I'll show you how to keep going on with your project where you join on to the next color of yarn that you want to use. And then I'll show you also again how to join and start the project down here to start the next section of rows there that you go up. And that way you know how to join into these crossbars here, because when you're joining for these ones, you'll be inserting your hook into this part here to join on for the last stitch. And then you'll also have to insert your hook into this part of it as well. So you'll insert the hook through this piece plus this piece right here. That way it joins tightly. But yeah, otherwise just work up your 7 rows and I'll show you how to start the next part. Now on this 7th row, I'll do this with you. This is one where we'll be joining the yarn to change the color here. As this is the join as you go sort of method I decided to show you instead of, or you can do like a full, you pull it through and then you cut it off since you got it to it, and you can start on either this side here, or up here a new one. But I'll show you that in a different video. I'll show you the join as you go for this one. So now insert it into your last one. Again, pull through 1 at first. Now start pulling through 2 of them until you get to the last final 2, and don't pull through those 2. Alright, leaving these last 2 on your hook. You're going to cut your yarn here. And now grabbing a different color, whatever color you want. Just grab a different one from whatever you were using, or you could use the same color if you wanted, if you only have the one. You'll grab your yarn here and you'll connect it in, and now you'll throw both of the tails sort of behind your work here, and you'll just keep going on just like you were before, and you'll start counting. This is your first row for the new color, and you'll do the same amount of rows up this time as you did in the last one. So do 7 up again on this one with your new color, doing it exactly as I showed you for the first one. Just do everything the exact same, but now you just have the new color. And this is how you join as you go. So you could do this up as many panels on this as you want to. That's what I meant by panels, like different color panels. You can just keep going up as long as you want it to go up for each color that you do. Or if you're doing all one color, you could keep going up as long as you want it to. As many rows, but you just have to count it then, because if it's one color and you're joining on at the next spot here, it's a bit more difficult if you don't know however many rows you did, so that's why it's a little easier if you're doing different colors and you join as you go. But yeah, I'm not gonna finish this one up. I'll leave that there because I just want to show you how you start the next one to go extend it, and you do up your next panel of rows. So say you did this one up all the way, the 7 rows of it, the up of this one, and then you finish on that. Which also I'll just show you how you finish the last row too of a project here. So if you were doing the last row of this, let's say you did this up 7, for the last final row of it, you'll go up and you'll pull through, and then you'll pull through it again. So you'll slip stitch across the top of this, and you're not gonna really try and pull the slip stitch down. You're just slip stitching along it fully, very light with slip stitches. That's what you would do to finish off your project there. If you got this up the 7 rows that you would need to have it up, you just slip stitch along it, and then at the end there you cut the yarn and then just pull it through like that and pull it tight. So that's how you would finish it off once you have it up, after you do the 7 rows on or the 6 rows on the 7th one on your final panel, or whatever amount you did. Do the slip stitch one instead. So after you do the 7 up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know I counted it a bit wrong. Hold on. Looks like it's the start of 1. 1. 8. I might have done one number wrong on mine that I did here, but that's okay. Anyway, let me just show you how you start the next one instead of wasting time. So after you would finish your project, you go over into this one here like I was telling you, and you insert into this bottom one here, which is part of like the chain thing. That way you have your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It should be 7 up. So yeah, I did do 1 extra on it for my rows. Somehow I'd counted wrong. But you do. So for the 9 that we did over, you want 7 for it, not 8 like I did. It's fine though. Just since I'm just showing you how to do the stitch, I'm not doing this as a project or anything. And now then, you'll grab the yarn of choice that you want to work with, and you'll put it on your hook here, and you'll pull it through this part, and then you'll chain out the exact same number that you chained for whatever you use for it. So this one we use 9, so just chain out 9, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and like before, to start the second from the hook and just start pulling up a loop through each chain there. But the difference is at the end here where you join with the anchor stitch there that you're putting it into is what it's called. That back loop behind the one that we're inserting into. To sort of join the piece onto the other one. Okay. And now looking at this side here, let me get a good shot of it. You insert into this back loop only of this part here, but we're also inserting into, let me get it to focus a bit more, this right here, this loop right here. Or if you're looking at it from here, this piece right here is where you're also inserting your hook into. Let me move this out of the way. This piece right here is where you're also inserting your hook into. Just that part of it right there. And then you'll pull the yarn through that piece as well. And now another difference on this one, since you're joining it onto the side, you can now start just pulling through two right away each time. It's just the one for this one up here that you're building it on. So you don't have to do it on this one here. You can start pulling through two instantly whenever you're joining and connecting them onto each other like that. So yeah, I'll just show you it one more time like that. Inserting it into that piece, I just go back over it like usual. And now for this last one here, just like I showed you before, you'll sort of insert it into this one and then into that piece there. So it's, yeah, insert into this and then into that other little bump there, which you can see now. Also to insert it into this one, this little bump there, each time you're going along it. And then you can start pulling through two of them right away on this one. You don't have to do the one and then start going through two. When you're doing it on this, you can just pull through all two of them. And then yeah, just like the other way where I showed you how to join here as you go, you do that for however many panels up you're going. And yeah, that's how you do the Tunisian crochet stitch. I went over the stuff a bit quicker instead of showing you how to do like a full thing, just showing you the steps of it for the simple stitch and the join as you go method and how to join on for the next set. So you do the same thing that you're joining here on for the next one once you get up as far as you're going panel wise. So yeah, that is the Tunisian crochet. If you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.